sunshine after this morning, and it's been nice and sunny on the western side of the state. We have some storms near Trinidad as we zoom on in here to the Front Range. Nothing really for us. A little bit of rain as we get into parts of the high country near Breckenridge and into some areas just south of Grand Lake. But here in the Denver area, mainly just cloudy, but we do have chances for storms coming up later on, and we still have good chances tomorrow and Wednesday. And then we kind of calm down on Thursday before seeing the chance of more storms on Sunday and Monday. Temperatures right now starkly different than this weekend. 73 in Denver, 66 in Boulder, 67 in Frisco, 70s out on the eastern plains. We were at 93 yesterday, and we're only in the mid to upper 70s right now across the Front Range. So by 5 o'clock tonight, still have a chance for some storms, and we could see that around 8 o'clock as well. We'll be in the mid to low 70s and then 60s and 50s overnight. We'll talk about what's happening tomorrow and the chance of severe weather in your first alert this evening. So we're not out of the woods yet, and there's very limited moisture right now. Some of it's down in Los Animas County. A little bit as we zoom on in here to the Front Range, a bit more, a little sprinkle near Boulder, also near Winter Park and in parts of the high country. So in Denver, cloudy or a little bit of sunshine creeping through, but for the most part, we are just again on the cloudy side, waiting for the chance of some storms coming our way a little bit later on. So in the next couple of hours, maybe between about 6, 7 o'clock, we do have a chance for some storms to fire up. There could even be some late night storm activity in northeastern Colorado close to midnight, and some of that could stick around through early Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, mix of cloud cover, some sunshine out there as well throughout the morning, and then we do see the chance of more storms as we get into the afternoon down into southern Colorado and also near the Denver area, and then some of those will continue to keep firing out toward the eastern plains as the afternoon and evening goes on. And some of those storms tomorrow do have the potential to turn severe. The severe weather outlook level 2 is the slight risk. That's the Denver area up towards Greeley and northeastern Colorado tomorrow. Areas in green getting into parts of the foothills. That's in the marginal risk. So we also have a chance for some larger hail and some damaging winds. So let's take a look at our temperatures right now. 73 in Denver, 66 in Boulder, 73 in Fort Collins, 70s, 80s out east. Obviously just drastically cooler yet than yesterday and this weekend when we were in the upper 90s, 93 yesterday, 86 over in Grand Junction and Rifle. Now tomorrow we jump up to 82 in Denver and Greeley, so a little closer to our normal of 86 degrees, but still below normal. 90 in Lamar, high country, we're looking at 77 in Vail, 82 in Steamboat, 93 over in Grand Junction. Something tomorrow that does continue, the wind for western Colorado. It's extremely windy right now and very dry and still warm. So we have red flag warnings through 8 o'clock tonight, and then we see these in almost the exact same areas tomorrow. So it's still warm and windy and very dry in northwestern Colorado. So taking a look at our super 7-day forecast, Tuesday we have 82 degrees, chance for some thunderstorms out there, and some of those potentially could turn severe for us. Still have a decent chance for storms on Wednesday. Most of those look to be confined to the eastern plains in terms of the severe stuff. So as we look at Wednesday again, possibility of severe storms is mainly in that northeastern part of Colorado. Hail and wind will be our biggest threats. Then on Thursday, storms are very isolated. We jump back up to the upper 80s, which should be just above our normal for this time of year. 87 in Denver and Boulder, 88 in Fort Collins, 80s, 90s out in the eastern plains, 77 in Vail, 82 in Steamboat, 94 over in Grand Junction. Then we start to heat up again on Friday, 91 on Friday, 90. The city of Boulder holds a prominent place in Colorado's Pride movement. A special exhibit at the Museum of Boulder is shining a spotlight on that. The museum's executive director, Christopher Taylor, is here. Chris, thank you so much for coming here today. Absolutely. I've had so much fun chatting with you during the break.
For sure.
Yes, we're excited about this new exhibit. It's titled Bending the Arc. What does that mean, and what is this exhibit about? So it's really at the epicenter of some of these major movements back 50 years ago, like you were saying. So obviously there are some major highlights to this exhibit. Tell us what some of them are.
I think some of my favorite
clouds earlier today, and as we take a look at our satellite and radar, most of the state is on the sunny side. Western Colorado, sunny and nice, although windy. And then we have some storms down in Los Animas County, just to the east of Trinidad. And sunny in the northeast, a few more clouds building as we zoom on into the Denver area. Some of those clouds are breaking up on the west side of town. We have some scattered showers as you get up towards the foothills, Winter Park, Granby, and near Ward, and a couple of pass through Boulder. So not much activity. We do still have the chance of some rain here in Denver in the next couple of hours, but even the chance of some late night storms in the northeastern part of the state, and then those will clear out into the early morning hours. And then Tuesday morning, it's a mix of sunshine and cloud cover before we clear out for a while, and then we're watching some more storms start to potentially fire up in the early afternoon, parts of the foothills here in Denver down to the south, and we could see a couple waves of storms potentially move through, and then a lot of those will start moving out in the evening toward the eastern plains, and then they'll continue even late at night before leaving and heading up into Nebraska. So as we take a look at our severe weather outlook for tomorrow, it does include the Denver area in that slight risk, which is the yellow. That's level 2 of 5. So it's a fairly high chance that parts of the Front Range are going to see some bigger thunderstorms tomorrow. But even that marginal risk does go up into parts of the foothills and down into southern Colorado. Rain chances over the next couple of days are high. Tuesday and Wednesday, decent chances for thunderstorms and rain activity. Drops off a little bit on Thursday. We're hot and sunny on Friday and Saturday before those storms roll back in on Sunday. Right now, 73 in Denver, 79 in Greeley. We hit 93 in Denver yesterday, so certainly a cool down. 70s, low 80s out east, 86 in Grand Junction and Rifle, 77 over in Steamboat. Now 82 tomorrow in Denver, so we do warm up a little bit. 82 in Greeley and Fort Collins, mid to upper 80s, even some 90s out in the eastern plains. 82 in Steamboat, 88 in Craig, 93 in Grand Junction. Your neighborhood network as we zoom on into Littleton, 82 in Kipling Hills, 83 in Beaumar and Sheridan and Markston. 86 is our normal here in Denver, so just below that. And we're fairly gusty on the western side of the state. We do have red flag warnings in place through 8 o'clock tonight from Moffett County down into San Juan County, and we're looking at seeing temperatures warm and dry and gusty again tomorrow. And then we have a red flag warning again for almost all these exact same areas on Tuesday. So 8 o'clock tonight and again on Tuesday. Tomorrow is the potential for our first alert weather day with that risk of severe weather that we talked about earlier. But by Thursday, those storm chances greatly decrease for us and temperatures go just 1 degree above normal. 87 in Denver and Boulder, upper 80s, low 90s out east, plenty of 90s on the western side of the state. And then we're